Hi everybody, welcome to Crafting by the Bay. My name is JC and today I'm going to share with you my favorite DIY products. So I hope you'll join me. If you're seeing this part, you're probably catching the replay. So hashtag replay in the comments, let me know you stopped by. I'm going to get my keyword set up. Today's keyword is bookmark. So if you just type bookmark, all one word, into the comments, right here on Facebook Messenger, you will get today's supply list right to your mailbox. So, oh goodness, let me see. I'm gonna share this now to my VIP group. That is just a free group where I have specials, giveaways, art contests, insider information. So if you're not in that group, just type bookmark into the comments and you will get the link to that group as well. All right, when you hop on, say hello so I know you are there. I have the worst headache right now. I woke up with one. I have tried to get rid of it all day long. I've maxed out on my migraine medicine for the week. We have somewhere to go tonight. Yeah, so I did something I probably shouldn't have, and I took another migraine pill, which I probably shouldn't have, but I really want to go. So hopefully it's starting to help. Hopefully it fully goes away. But if you deal with migraines, oh my gosh, you need to tell me all the tips and tricks because I am so over this. Anyway, we're going to make some bookmarks today. And I made a couple resin ones before this live. And it was my first time I ever worked with resin. I wasn't too thrilled with how they turned out. So I want to practice a little bit more and play around with the resin before we do it together. But these are the ones I made. Some of the chalk stuck to the mold. My resin is uneven, so we're definitely going to practice this. But I want to show you, if you're afraid to do resin, but you want to make some cute bookmarks, I have some options for you. So let's do that. We are also going to work with this month's club. This is exclusive. We have already made this, and this is the surface it came with, and we made that. We're actually going to do the back of this today, and we're going to make it for a woman because maybe you want to make a cute sign for yourself, and I'm going to show you that just by changing the colors, you can make it girly. So let's start with the bookmarks. Today's keyword is bookmark. So if you type that all one word into the comments, you'll get today's supply list. We have two different ones, Spirit Lead Me and So Many Books. And we also have the mold. I didn't put the mold in the cart link, but you could definitely add it if you want to play with resin. If you're familiar with it, you've already done it, and you want to, you absolutely can. However, we are out of the UV resin and the flashlight. They're out of stock right now. So that's why we're not even going to do the resin, because you can't get these. But if you already have the stuff and you want to do this, you absolutely can. But I'm going to show you how to do it on chalk suede paper. We no longer have this surface, but this is just like a heavy cardstock that's super slick. So you could do this on any kind of cardstock like this. And so we are just going to take these white sheets and make some bookmarks with this. And so when you work with this, if you want to wax it, you can. It's very smooth and slick, so I just fuzz really well. And we're going to use this Spirit Lead Me one today. And I'm going to fuzz it. You guys, right now these fuzzing cloths, they're 40% off. So if you want to grab some, go grab them, 40% off. Also, our multi-tools are also 40% off. We have squeegees in there that are not even $1. So go check out the sale. That's listed on today's supply list. And it will be on the message that you'll receive if you type bookmark. But say hello in the comments. Let me know you are there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see comments today. We'll see. Oh, actually, one just came through. to help us move things into his garage. Happy moving. I know that is a lot of work. That is a lot of work. All right, so we're gonna make just a couple of these. And so like I said, we're using cardstock, but you could absolutely do these on the resin. And I'm gonna do I am the vine, you are the branches for one of these. And we're gonna use strawberry swirl and metallic eggshell blue. To me, the strawberry swirl looks metallic too, but it doesn't say it, but it sure does look like it. So we're gonna do them in different colors here. So we're gonna do the little vines. In the eggshell blue, and then we're gonna do the words and the strawberry swirl. And so these transfers you can use pretty much on any kind of surface. And it's semi-permanent, which means if you use these on like a chalkboard, glass, or metal, you can basically remove the chalk and reuse the surface. Now on this paper and stuff like this, it is permanent. And these transfers are reusable. You just wash them in water and can reuse them over and over. All right, and then we're gonna do I am the vine, you are the branches in this pretty strawberry swirl. You just squeegee it on and squeegee it off. And then I am just gonna gently pull it off. So pretty. You guys, I cannot draw, I cannot paint. I do not have neat handwriting, so I love these transfers because it makes it look so professional. All right, so now we're gonna hop over here and we're gonna put the other one down. And this one says, grow in grace. And so, make sure it's stuck down pretty good. And I'm gonna grab a detailed tool. So you can see a detailed tool is a much smaller squeegee. Because I want to try to do the floral tips of this in the strawberry swirl. So we are going to do the tops of the flowers in the strawberry swirl. And because I'm trying to do this all at once, I'm not gonna squeegee it off till the end because I want it to stay wet longer so it doesn't dry on me. Okay, so now I'm gonna squeegee it off really fast. And then I'm gonna switch to my other color. So these multi-tools are great to have, especially if you want to try to get in these small areas. And they're 40% off right now. And if you've been wanting to stock up on the fuzzing towels, so you have one for fuzzing, you have them for drying and cleaning your transfers, now is a good time since those are 40% off. It is while supplies last or the end of the month, so whichever comes first. And we do have a Memorial Day weekend sale, and we have up to 70% off a lot of items, 40 to 70% off. This one says grow in grace. It is so pretty. All right, so I'm just gonna lay it on here. I will wash this in the sink when I'm done. You just wash this with water in your sink with a board eraser and it will become clean. You leave it sticky side up to dry and then you can use it again. So I'm gonna close these up. We're gonna use this one in a minute on another project. But when you hop on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you've ever tried these DIY products. But right now we also have buy one, get one free, mix and match on selective surfaces. So you have to put both surfaces in your cart. So like right now, the bamboo round is buy one, get one free. So maybe you only want one bamboo round, you can get one bamboo round and you can get one apron. And then you're gonna, whichever one is less, you'll get for free. So it's mix and match, but you have to put the free one in your cart as well. So don't forget that. All right, we're gonna dry these, cut them out. So I was looking up on Pinterest, some cute bookmarks, and they used clear contact paper. So you could also use contact paper if you wanted to do like dried florals in between. You could do clear contact paper. You obviously could use the florals in our resin like I did. I think it is so pretty. This one shows you better. So this one did not come out that well. It smeared at the top. So I'm gonna definitely play around with the resin and see if I can perfect it. And then by the time it comes back in stock, I can show you guys how to use that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my ruler and a pen and, well, first of all, I have to make sure that it's even. So if you want to cut them beforehand so you know exactly, you can. That might have been easier, so I would have known exactly where my lines were. All right, so we are gonna cut these out. Hi, Amy, how are you today? Oh, I know, I just used my scissors. I don't know what I did with them. All right, so I'm gonna cut these out. Let me know in the comments if you have ever played with resin. So this is a way, if you don't want to work with resin, you can just use some heavy cardstock. This is chalk suede paper, so if any of you have chalk suede paper, you could absolutely use this. It chalks on it so well, and if you mess up when it's still wet, you can actually wipe it off this chalk suede. Okay, so if you have fancy scissors, hi Lena, how are you? No, you did not miss it. So I was saying we're making bookmarks and we actually have resin molds, but the UV resin and the flashlight are out of stock right now, the bundle. So I decided to do them on cardstock to show you guys how to make them. This is the resin one. I have not perfected it yet. So I'm gonna keep trying these, and by the time this stuff is back in stock, hopefully I'll be able to show you how to do these. Hi, Lori. I'm just not thrilled with how these turned out. So I want to do a couple different techniques and see how it turns out. So we made them on paper today. I am, what does that say? I am the vine, you are the branches, and grow in grace. So all I'm gonna do is take my little hole punch. All right, and then we're gonna take here. We are just gonna take some of this skinny, pretty lace and just put it on here. So just like this. So there is one bookmark. You want to get another flashlight. Have you tried it yet? So I did it all at once and then I tried to harden it, and I think I should have done my layer, hardened it, done my flowers, and then done the last layer and hardened it. And I did it all at once, and I think that is where I messed up. Never used resin before, and of course I didn't look up any instructions until after the fact, after it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. All right, so here is two different ways. I just tied that one up there. This one I left down here. So look at how pretty those turned out. So if you want to make some bookmarks but don't want to deal with resin, cardstock is the way to go. You might even be able to put it on like fabric or something. I think that would be pretty. But now we are going to use our club transfer. So if you type bookmark into the comments, you will get today's supply list. And you can click club. This is an exclusive transfer only available to my club members. And so this is the surface that it came with, and it came with papaya and espresso. Yeah, I know. I haven't even tried the other resin that has to harden for 24 hours. I don't know. Maybe I'll get brave and I will try it. But, so we're gonna use the back side of this, and actually I'm gonna wipe it off. It's a little dirty. So I want to keep playing with the resin, and when I feel I have got it, I will show you guys. Like I said, it's nothing I've ever used before. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like it. So let me just clean this off. And we're going to chalk on the back of this, because maybe you like this transfer, but you want to make it girly. So I'm going to make it girly. But this would make a great Father's Day gift. You could make a shirt out of this, signs, if you need a Father's Day idea. Plus, because these are reusable, you can use it over and over. All right, I just need to make sure it was all dry. And then we are just gonna put this on there. I've used this a couple times, so I'm actually not gonna fuzz it. You've used the 24-hour resin and it turned out great. Well, maybe I'll have more luck with that, but I'm a very impatient person. So that's one reason I haven't tried the resin. You haven't either, Amy. I know, I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to, but all right. So I am just gonna put this on here, and I'm just gonna line it up with the bottom and the sides. And since I've used it before, I'm not fuzzing it. You guys can see it's just peeling right up. I'm trying to line this up. There we go. So let's make this girly. All right, so you want to make sure it's down really good so you get a beautiful finish. So just go over the design with your fingers or your squeegee. All right, so we're gonna make this girly. Here we go. We're gonna use the same colors. Both of these colors are in the cart link today. I was just gonna use one, but then I decided, well, let's go for it and use both of them. So we're gonna make most of it strawberry swirl, and we are gonna do chalk and pull. And chalk and pull is just where we chalk a section and then we pull it up because we don't want it to dry in the silk screen before we get to the bottom. All right, so let's squeegee all of this off. Want to make sure you squeegee it off because you want to make it nice and smooth and consistent, because you don't want extra chalk in one area. You want it all the same. If it has too much chalk, it's going to take longer to dry. All right, so let's pull that part up. But also, you're going to wash these, and you do not want to wash extra chalk down the drain. So you always want to squeegee it off. Look at how pretty. I love it. I love it. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're just going to dry this very gently because I don't want it to smear. Isn't strawberry swirl so pretty? I think it's so pretty. I have to get a new dryer. This one does not like to stay plugged in. All right, so then I'm just gonna gently let that fall back, and I'm not gonna touch that area, but I am gonna make sure that it's all stuck back down. And if you wanted to, you could pull it all up and then dry it and then put it back down and line it back up. Just depends on whatever you're comfortable with. All right, so we're gonna do open 24 hours in the metallic eggshell blue. So let's see. So let's do the bigger parts that are going to be strawberry swirl first, and then we will do the rest. And our metallics take a little bit longer to dry than our matte chalk. So if you're working with matte and metallic, just know that. All right, and then I'm gonna do the outside. Let's see how fast we can do this. Before it dries. Let's see if we can do it all. All right, and now we're gonna turn to the metallic eggshell blue. And I love these colors together. Had to think if before I dipped it in that color, if that was the right one. All right. Now we can pull the whole thing off. All right, so I'm gonna lay it on here. I will take this one to my sink. I will wet the front and the back, and then I'll wash it with a board eraser, leave it sticky side up to dry. All right, let me clean these off and close these. Because these are chalk in a paste form, they will dry out. So as soon as you're done, put the lid on. If they start to get a little thick, spray some distilled water in there when you're done. Close it up. The next time you open it, stir it, and it will be the right consistency. If you don't use your chalk very often, I would suggest every couple weeks. This might sound like a lot, but you'll thank yourself in the end. Every couple weeks, open them up, stir them, spray them with some distilled water if they're getting thick, close them, and then the next time you use them, you will just stir it and it will be the right consistency, especially if you don't use them very often. I highly recommend that so they don't dry out on you. You'll thank yourself later for that, but look at how cute. So I know it's going to be backwards. Welcome to the workshop, open 24 hours, my tools, my rules. So thank you for sprinkling. So here is a girly version. If you want to make it girly looking, you absolutely can. Here's a guy version. These are the colors it will come with. We made it look rusty. We also made this, which this is in my husband's Etsy shop. So if you type bookmark into the comment, all one word, click all links or Etsy, I forget what it says, and you can get this surface as well. So we did that, and then we made our 2 bookmarks. If you missed that today, hopefully we'll be able to do the resin soon. Hopefully it will come back in stock. But that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. I'm not sure if I'll see you this weekend. It just depends. We have memorial or funeral services to go to tomorrow. So hopefully I can find time to see you guys. If not, I'll definitely see you on Monday. But have a wonderful weekend, a safe Memorial Day weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.